my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Giants. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Check. 20. You don't want to see me. You don't want to check. Real.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And a Raider first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
King!
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
180! Alert! We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
1st down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Point it right. All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Go. All right, let's get this. Mike, 4. Rip left.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
180! Watch the screen!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win home. Check. Blue draw Corkers. Hey, Echo. Ready?
On 1st down, Herbert. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mark, 180. Check 24, check 24. Joker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And a give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing, defensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and get it with Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Geis with a carry on second down, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
3rd and 7.
Ready.
My God, 55. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check 20.
Topper. Bravo.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, the open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Hey, D-Lo, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Shoot.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Geis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, this is Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Touchdown, Giants! Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, if you put
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Regular.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. The 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Giants take over. At the 16-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Alert! Watch safety green.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Mayfield down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses basics, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, dude.
Watch the pass.
Pistol.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Regular.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike 4. Down to lose 1.
Hey, exit.
Mike 4.
Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Smooth.
Mike 4.
No game on this defense. No game.
Mike 4.
Alert.
Mike 4. Watch QB drop.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 4. Here we go.
Point it right.
Mike 4. Hey, here we go. Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 4. Here we go, D.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Herbert. It's caught. Beckham. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Watch out. Check. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
Check. Check 17.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Yeah. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
55.
Hey, alert! Go!
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Set, 180. King. Hey, Echo.
Blue day.
On third down, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Run. Come on, dude. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 4. Here we go, G.
Done.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On the ball. Hit it.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Game situation. Let's go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Now.
On 1st and 10. Herbert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
We got this.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. So earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Real.
Mike 4. Watch the pass.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before. He gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Raider 1st down.
Mayfield now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Cook. He's got it off the draw. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, 4 down. Check. Lucky.
Hey, alert!
They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 4. Let's go.
Pistol.
Mike 4. There's a party now.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Four down. Alert.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, wahoo! Five.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. This is Geis. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
52's the mic, boys. 52. I'm coming.
To throw on third down. Herbert. He finds Beckham complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a first and 10. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
We gotta step it up. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Blue draw Corkers. Ready.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Let's go. 30 base.
52's the mic.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Third down, here's Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Joseph is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, Now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jaron Reed. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Double time.
Here's Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 60 yards.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball.
For the Raiders, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit